Welcome back to the Real South Africa. We have the Barnes family in Johannesburg. Won't you like and subscribe to this video? It's going to be amazing. Hey guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We out here doing our job. Now, we out here making sure people get squared away when they come to South Africa, and why does it make a difference to come to South Africa? And we just sat here just before I turned this camera on and talked about 2 or 3 reasons why it's a good reason to come properly and so forth. So I got 4 people here. I think they're all from Atlanta. At least they're gonna say who they are and where they're from in just a minute. But they go.
Latasha Blanton, the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Like, share, subscribe if your first time here. Please do all of those things. And we're going to listen to the Barnes family tell us their story about how they got here and how they're finding South Africa.
Okay, so I'm going to go around, but we're going to start here. He's going to tell us who he is, and he's going to tell us his story, because we're going to chat.
Okay. My name's Randall Barnes. I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia. Now reside in Atlanta, Georgia. In fact,
he's representing Savannah State.
Tigers. Savannah State University, yeah.
Okay. I think what's his name was Shannon Sharp went there, didn't he?
Yeah, I was 10 years ahead of Shannon.
Yeah.
10 years before Shannon, yeah. In fact, Shannon was with me. Shannon was with you, okay.
Yeah,
he was with me.
Okay.
Savannah State, I got the 89.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
My wife went to Savannah State, too.
Okay.
Oh, so you found her at the Savannah State?
No, before Savannah State.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was actually.
Yeah.
Now, he did hang out at Savannah State a while because when I played football for Savannah State, guess who was the water boy?
Oh, somebody got to bring that water.
Yeah, because he was how old were you then? Maybe 10 years older than me. 9 and some change older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he hooked us up with Gatorade.
Okay.
But we found out about the Real South Africa from another couple.
Mm-hmm.
Another couple that's planning on moving here.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to go with you guys, but they went with another company because of their assembly.
Mm-hmm.
Their assembly is their religious assembly.
Sure.
And he told me he was so sorry he went with that other company. Well, his folks went with that other company.
Yeah.
So when I was asking him, because I knew we were going to do this, initially this started out as a plan for a church group. It was supposed to be 17 of us. And they kind of backed out on me at the last minute.
Fair enough.
Okay. That's all right.
Probably worked out better.
Yeah. I know it is what it is.
Yeah, tell the
But yeah, it worked out a lot better. But anyway, he told us when his wife was dealing with you guys, y'all were probably the better person, so he recommended you.
Yeah.
And then we looked into it and we said, yeah, this seems like the type of organization we want to deal with. And right away we sent the email, and I think you answered me right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started the process, and my brother and his wife came on board, and they said, yep, we want to go. And we went from there, and the rest is history. And I've been over here, this is probably my 4th or 5th time, I can't remember which one, but and I told them out of all the times I've been over here, because the other times are mainly business, this has been really a great experience. The tour guides have been awesome. Everything that was planned out was awesome. You keep the schedule busy, something you need to do so you don't get bored. We just had a great time, and we already talking about coming back. And we know y'all do it in different locations.
Oh yeah, all over the country.
We're talking about maybe Cape Town the next time.
Yeah, we got that covered.
Or something like that. So because I told my wife, we probably need to do the Cape Town.
Yeah. If you want to on that level, then just contact us, and we'll sort everything out. So when you come downstairs, there's a driver waiting on you. You're not concerned, and he's dressed well, and life is good.
I will tell you this: if anybody asks us about it, who's a good person to deal with and set up your plans, I'm gonna definitely recommend y'all.
Thank you.
I definitely recommend you.
Okay.
We're definitely satisfied.
Okay. So you did say, because just before we turned on the camera, so now we got the camera on.
What I say?
You remember what you said? You said something about you came with other people. Came like either through business or on your own, but this was a different beast.
It was different. Mainly when I came before, it was more looking at properties, things like that. With actually my best friend next to my brother, my best friend. But coming this time with family and just taking your time to learn about South Africa. It was one of the best experiences ever. I mean, I learned some history, and like family was mentioning before, the tour guides, they know everything, anything, and if they don't know it, they probably will get the answer for you. But I don't think we ask a question that they cannot answer.
Yeah.
And even when I came before, I normally stayed in Santon.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all were right about a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
I would give this 7 stars.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, and we said if we come back on this side, I'm going to be this side of South Africa, we definitely would like to stay here.
Yeah, something nice.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, you deserve something nice after all this time. Savannah State, no, I'm just playing. I'm gonna keep plugging Savannah State because I like it. You wearing the shirt and everything, and whatnot. But y'all guys deserve it. Like when you guys was coming up, we was talking to a young lady. I don't know if y'all saw her talking to her. Yeah, that was the GM, and she's just making sure that everybody's happy, everything is good. They're constantly calling us, letting us know they saw Tasha, they ran up, making sure that everything is in order. So when us Americans show up in this country, then everything is in order, and they know that we are accountable. We make them accountable, and that's why you guys have what you have versus you just out here on your own trying to figure it out. And, you just be out there.
Because like I was telling them, there were certain areas where they took us that I had no clue. Even in Santa, I mean, I was like, I never went there. I'd never gone here. I'd never done this, and it was breathtaking. It really was.
So would you say that as many times as you've been here, you feel like this is your first time being here?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it
That's
feels
a perfect
because
way to
just
put it.
just the way you're.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, like the way you're talking about it, it's like it's your first time.
And I think my buddy would agree with that too if he was to do one like this,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't do stuff like this. We don't get to see the other side, the other half.
Yeah.
We don't get to see the history. We don't get to talk to anyone. It's all go to this farm and check out this, go here, check out this.
Yeah.
It's all of that, but this is the best time. Definitely was like the first time.
And we would like to say, going back to accountability, as you were speaking of, we had an issue when we arrived, and there was no professionally, and it was taken care of, and we were upgraded to an amazing apartment.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give Savannah a plug.
Savannah.
It was amazing, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. She does her thing.
Yeah. Now, imagine if you came here in that same situation and you didn't have any representation. Let's call it representation. I mean, it might not have went that well.
Exactly.
The situation Sonya's talking about, it says a lot about the hotel too, and the company that we booked through, because the hotel automatically knew that y'all would make it right.
Absolutely.
They said, don't worry about it. We'll talk to them later. We can go ahead and put you in the room. I'm like, wow. That for me, that let me know what kind of company we was dealing with, because the hotel trusts this company so much.
Yeah.
They didn't even get in touch with the person before they fixed it. They said we'll get in touch with them later and take care of them. So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out.
And that's everywhere. Everywhere we touch, people are always saying to us, why don't y'all do all these other countries, and why don't y'all do this? If we don't have any relationship with them,
It's very difficult.
we don't want to do that. We don't want to put our people in a position to where, we don't have the relationship, and then they come here, and then now we over here on the phone begging, can you please, and stuff like that. We have the relationships, Cape Town, Durban, all the safari lodges. Everywhere in South Africa is because our name is kind of known a little bit. I'm just going to say that. And so people respond when they see somebody coming here with the real South Africa. So it really matters.
Travel and not have things
And not
be
feel
right.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, guys, the drinks are coming, so we're going to start telling some lies and all that good stuff. Talk about the 100-yard touchdown he got from Savannah State. Was there any touchdowns that we want to talk about?
The longest one was right at about 45 yards.
All right.
See?
45
Yeah,
yards. It wasn't 100 yards.
but if we go back to the tape, it was 25. Nah, just playing.
It was probably 50.
Yeah.
No, I had a good time playing for Savannah State. Going to an HBCU it's a great experience too.
Yeah.
And being a local kid from Savannah, Georgia, and playing for the university there.
Okay.
It was a dream come true.
Well, I tell you what's funny. We went to the 2011 NFL Hall of Fame ceremony.
Okay.
That's when Shannon went in, and that's when I came in another guy, Hampton. He played for Chicago, and
Dan Hampton.
yeah, the schools showed up.
Did they?
The bands showed up. They was in the parking lot playing all day because their guy was getting in, and I got goosebumps talking about it as I speak, because it was incredible to see that HBCU situation. And then of course Dion brought all the kids there. I mean, busloads and busloads of black kids. He brought them. just so they can see this is what it looks like. And I thought that was incredible. So anyway, we will leave the football part alone
All right.
just for a little while. We get back to it shortly. Okay. So, is there anything else we want to? Matter of fact, go ahead and introduce yourself. So we're gonna take it around the table.
Okay, I'm Sonia Barnes, the wife of Randall Barnes.
Okay.
Glad to be here.
Okay.
I'm George Barnes. I'm the little brother of the best big brother in the world. And for me, my brother came home and he was talking about the trip to Africa, and I just had to get there. I was
So
like,
you had never been?
No, this is
Okay.
my first time.
Okay.
And I believe that any other time I come with him or without him, I will be using this travel agent. I had a wonderful time. I learned so much history. Your tour guides are awesome. And I did stunt them. I stunt both of them, father and son. But the beautiful thing about it is when I asked them the question and they didn't have to answer, both of them was glad they got the question because now they would go back and do the study. Remember
Yeah.
he said it? He said, I like questions I can't answer because it makes me go find out.
Yeah.
And that it's the tour guides, y'all, are top notch.
Well, see, you got to understand what a tour guide is here in South Africa. That's a sought after position, first of all. Yeah, you can't just say I'm a tour guide. You know, I can say that for sure. So when we put this together many years ago, we was basically like, we need the best people. So we understood what it took to be a tour guide, and then there's levels to this thing. And so we demand that we want, proper tour guides, because if you're getting a guy who's, let's say, your Uber driver, who's probably not from South Africa anyway, he's not going to know a lot of the things that you need, and it makes your trip a whole lot better because you got proper tour guides. Some people don't believe that to be the case, but I think it matters, right?
It does. It does. It's a big
I'm a
difference.
living witness.
Yeah.
It's a big difference because I was Ubering everywhere.
Yeah.
On the other trips, yeah.
okay.
I didn't have like this.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes a difference. Yeah. Big difference.
What
Okay.
do you think? Because obviously you guys had guides and you had drivers, and drivers are different than guides. Obviously drivers pick you up and take you where. How are the drivers? Because I think you had a driver last night to and from dinner.
He was very pleasant, just like you said. It was.
Yeah.
It's a difference between
Yeah.
a driver and a guide. He
Yeah.
took us where we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
On time,
Okay.
timely both times.
Yeah.
Look, that's kind of what I just want to make sure he was. I'm like, do I need to do anything?
On time.
In fact, he was early every time.
Yeah.
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 Sit downstairs. He's waiting for us. Sitting.
When we come
waiting
down there,
for
he's
us.
already.
Yeah.
We were on time as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't put him off track with his
No,
time.
I
We were
appreciate
on
that. I
time.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. Now, last night, well, actually, you introduce yourself. I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce
Well, I'm
yourself.
Diane Barnes.
You're-
I'm the
I-
wife of George Barnes.
All right, I love y'all. I'm the wife of. I'm the brother of. It's like I want y'all to know this is legit family
Yeah,
here.
a family
so tell me
affair.
about your time and what you think of South Africa so far.
It was amazing. It was amazing. From the flight to the landing, the pickup, the thing that I loved the most was the safari.
Did you?
I enjoyed the safari.
You mean the dangerous safari that
I
everybody
loved
says
the
that it's super
safaris.
dangerous?
I enjoyed it so much. We had an awesome time. Even our driver, he was
The
awesome.
tour guide.
The tour guide,
Yeah.
he was amazing.
Now you guys should have only been in the vehicle with just the four of you.
Just
Didn't
It was
share.
just the four of us.
Okay, good.
It was just the four
So,
of us.
so what did it look like between you guys and everyone else?
Big difference.
Yeah.
Why would you say it was a big difference?
We felt like celebrities. Like we had our own private tour guide. It was just the four of us in
Yes.
the vehicle. And the other vehicles that passed, they were large, like buses.
Yeah.
And they were crowded and
Yeah.
Y'all got to walk around
Yeah.
and say stop and look and back up.
We did.
and-
That's
We
exactly
exactly
right.
did
We did
that.
snacks.
Yeah. And that's on purpose.
That's I know.
Yeah,
Guys.
we look out for it. We look because me personally, obviously we started the company that we deserve a little bit of VIP scenario, especially if you've never been here. You got to have this experience. You got to have it. It's available, but most people try to go the other route. Well, if you go the right route, I'm just saying,
Wonderful experience.
you get the best experience that you can possibly get. So
You're right. We were able to stop.
Yeah.
Back up. I thought,
Exactly.
It was
I
awesome.
can't get my camera focused.
Yeah,
We would
yeah.
back up
Yeah.
and move forward and make sure we got the
so
shot
sweet.
that we wanted.
And we do that so that you can do that. Because if you're on a bus with a bunch of people and one little 5-year-old says back up, he probably gonna be like, no, we got stuff to do. But you guys were able to do that, and that's kind of the point of why we do everything private. Like even when you went to dinner last night, you didn't have to share a table. Obviously, if it was just a couple, you still would have got the same level of service and the same level of experience. Did you take pictures?
We took plenty of pictures.
Well, can you put them in a group?
We will.
I ain't do that.
I'm
yeah.
like, can we put them in a group?
We will.
Because the only picture you sent was the one from dinner last night, and I was like, I'm like, they ain't took no other pictures. Today?
Well, I don't know what made me do that last night. That's okay. That was the last night.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you appreciate everything.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
How was dinner, by the way?
It was awesome. It was
it's
awesome.
okay. It's all right.
It was great.
Okay.
It was
You sure?
Amazing. The food was delicious.
It was better than the chow hall, a little bit.
The ambiance was
It's better than the regular old, what is it, biscuit with gravy over it?
Yeah.
It's better than the chow. But something I want to bring up about our tour guide on the safari. It was time for us to go back. He had gotten the word, because we had seen 2 of the big fives, and he had gotten the word that lions were out. And he asked us, hey, do y'all mind? Yeah, because there's some lions out there. Y'all want to go try to? He said sure, and he got us there. I mean, it was a good ride, long ride, but still, he could have easily not let us know that lions were out, because that prolonged his trip.
Yeah.
And he told us they were out, and I mean, and what was so awesome, not only were the lions out, you had a baboon out warning everybody that the lions were out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It was so amazing.
I only saw that on television. I've only seen that on television.
Yeah, now you saw it in real life.
Telling everybody, lions.
And he was saying it just like that.
Exactly.
He was saying it just like that.
And then he stopped to show us some black hyenas.
the hyena.
Yeah,
You
and
saw
I-
hyenas?
he had great eyes because he knew what to look for. I really wanted to see the leopard, but we
Yeah, leopards are there.
Yeah,
Those are difficult.
leopard and oxen.
They are probably looking at us.
Everything else we saw, the elephants, the rhino, the lions.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we saw 3 lions, 1 male and 2 female.
Zebras. We saw it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out there in space. They wasn't in behind a cage, looking all sad.
Well, something we learned with the wildebeest. Remember the one that was sitting there by himself? We saw a few.
with his land.
We did not know that they were claiming stake on the land. That's what the male wildebeest was doing. He was saying what they're doing. They're claiming. Yeah, because they never buy themselves on television. They always run for their lives.
Yeah.
Because something's always there. And they said he's claiming his stake to his land, and he's going to have to fight off any other male come, but he's making the land good for the next female that comes, so he can start his family. It's like,
You know that he
I got land.
Yeah.
Real estate.
started our family.
But it's funny because that's kind of what we do as men. We prepare ourselves and make sure everything is good, so she can come and look attractive. Like okay, we okay.
Okay, he already got some land. I might have to work with that.
But see, that's just to show you how knowledgeable those tour guides.
And the rhinoceros. He
You
explained.
saw some
Yeah.
rhinos
Oh,
too?
we-
Yeah,
that's
he
all-
explained
we saw
how
everything.
It's
they-
loaded with rhinoceros, and he
the
told us like, go
poaching
ahead.
that happens,
Yeah.
and how they on purpose.
Yeah, cut their horns off.
Yeah, so they won't be there.
And he explained it was terrible to hear what they do to the rhinoceros.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that one thing.
Just for that one thing, and how they humanely remove the horn to protect them.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really
Because then we saw mom and a baby rhinoceros.
yes.
Aren't
So
the
mother
little
and a
ones
baby.
like the cutest thing you've ever seen?
They're real.
They're so like,
But they saw us and they were like, okay.
The mom was very
Yeah.
protective.
Oh yeah, moms. That's what moms do.
moms
Yeah,
are-
that's
Yeah.
what we were like, yeah.
Yeah, anybody gonna mess with your baby?
They said the vehicle's been here too long, let's go. So they left.
Yeah.
But the other ones was just, I think that's out of all of them, that's the most we saw the rhinos. At least 4 or 5 of them.
Yes, we did see.
They were everywhere. They were out, yeah. But we were so happy when we saw those lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had never seen
There's
them.
3 of them.
Yeah.
You got pictures, right?
We did.
Bring a safari picture. If you don't send nothing else, send me your safari picture.
Okay.
I, really, I feel like y'all was like, wait, let me get it. Let me take it again. Let me take
We
it
had them
again.
backing up, going forward, turn around.
Yeah,
I'm glad you guys
Everywhere we went, everybody was professional.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody looked professional. Everybody acted professional. Everything was just awesome.
You guys
Yeah.
ready to go home?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I said so.
Yeah, I guess we got kids.
Ah.
Those are all adults.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Everybody is adult.
That's a hard question.
One that hasn't said nothing yet.
I'm still thinking. I guess I gotta
A
go.
few more days.
Yeah,
Me too.
I
Okay.
guess I gotta go. Maybe the next time we come, we plan it for a longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got everybody's retired except for you, right?
Oh, no, all of us still working.
Oh, okay.
Them two, in fact, they still working. She works.
Well, I substitute teach. I don't do full-time teaching.
Yeah.
It's like that ain't really like.
Yeah. So don't hold me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another 6 years, 5 years to work.
Okay. So you
So-
guys can definitely come and stay longer as we get closer to your.
Definitely stay now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna wait for
Because in
5,
fact,
6 years. to
you
do
and I
that.
already talked about it, but we're talking about bringing our sons here in July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in
Be a
July.
man, sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I told my sons they needed to see this. Because first, because we tried to do it, because my birthday's in August. One of my sons, one's in June, one's in July. I'm in August. And last year we did a birthday trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, and I got to talking to them, and I said this probably would be better than a Vegas trip.
Yeah.
You know, really, the Vegas trip is. I'm like, I'm going to my room. Y'all can go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're going because they're young, a lot younger.
Yeah.
But I think if they came here, they would love this. And our sons come here, they would love it.
And then another thing. Anyone, like you're a teacher, military background, you enjoy structure. And this is very structured, it's very organized, and I appreciate that. You're not all over the place. It's very structured and organized, and I think we got to enjoy a lot more because it's organized.
Yeah.
Not just working off the hip, just whatever. Just whatever.
Everything was to the T.
No, I
Hurry up
don't
and wait
like
like you
that
know
noise.
it's here.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
You
Oh
get in
yeah.
the line, you be like, well, where we going? Well, we don't know. When we leaving? Well, we don't know.
Yeah. You just be here.
Like, you there. No, you
And
just.
when we arrived at our destination, they were ready and waiting for us.
Yeah. And again, you know, we think it matters that you get that level of service because, like I said, you know, we travel properly, and that's what we expect. When I go places, I expect things to be in order, you know, because you're paying good money, and we don't like playing with people's money. But we feel you should get what you deserve because, especially your first experience in Africa, it should be proper.
Yeah.
It should be. If it ain't proper, then because there's a lot of people that do other places, then they be like, oh, they got all these bad comments because you didn't know what you was doing. Unfortunately.
That's it. That's exactly what happened there. The people who recommended this company, they went into Ghana, and he moved his family.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, we can't stay here.
Yeah.
And they got a little hot with him because he separated from the group. But he said, because he had his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, we can't do this. But he wanted to use you guys.
Yeah.
And because his wife did the research, and she's really good at doing the research. But the bulk of the group went with someone else. And he said it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you don't want to, like we said, we don't want to waste anybody's time. We don't want anybody to feel like they waste their money. So at the very least, you could do is just deliver what you say you're going to deliver. And I know for a fact that, you know, we try to deliver that and a little bit more. And I think the little bit more comes from the staff interactions, the interactions with the guides, the interactions in knowing that it is private, that you can say, I want to back up the vehicle, I might need a little bit more time. Those are things that you're able to do that you can't do when you're moving in a group like that. You gotta go with the herd. You gotta go with the herd. So I appreciate that you enjoyed the structure.
Were you guys able to feed yourselves okay over here? Was the food okay, or did you just couldn't? You couldn't.
Awesome, amazing.
Wait a minute. What's awesome, amazing? You got to choose. No.
It was everything.
I like them to start using that. It was awesome, amazing.
Yeah, it was everything. It was
Super
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah, I
as we
mean-
say.
Dang.
Super fantastic.
Okay. Is there any comments on the food down there? Is it okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
the food was
can you
great.
eat the food?
Yeah, the steak last night. I had to do everything in my power not to pick that bone up and bite it. I wanted to pick that, but I was dressed nice, and I said, I can't
and then,
do that right.
and then you had your big brother here
Yeah.
monitoring
He
you.
would have been like,
man?
you would put that thing down.
Yeah.
that thing down, put it down.
Yeah.
So which steak did you
I
get?
got T-bone.
Because I know the menu there. It's
Yeah, I
so
know.
many
Yeah.
pages. I know the menu there. So I'm like, what did you get? And everything is typically good. Anybody get the lamb?
I didn't get the.
What did you have?
I had sea bass.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
In
That's,
fact, both of us had. The
yeah.
Sea bass
Yeah,
is
that's
good,
amazing.
wasn't it?
Oh,
was
yeah.
The sea bass is good.
Super fantastic.
I know. Super
But don't you feel like y'all deserve something like this? Honestly, be honest. Tell people we all deserve it. Cause we putting in our time.
Yeah,
We deserve a little bit more.
exactly.
Damn it. No, for real. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, we left no stones unturned. It was just a wonderful time, and I think it is well deserved for all of us because all of us work hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially somebody that worked.
Yeah.
And I know how hard. Right. I know how hard
We
all
put
of
in.
us, this four right here.
Yeah.
I know this four. And all four of us work.
We put it
Working
in.
since
Yeah.
like what 13, 12. all
Yeah,
of us.
cutting grass and everything. We was a kid. Yeah, we all did it.
Busting tables at 13, but
You were
yeah.
working and taking care of a parent.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
a big hour.
We take care of my mother-in-law, her mother. We take care of her too.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a welcome.
But y'all definitely need that massage
Yeah.
for y'all go back then.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I think people will see this and they will be, there's some people who just like us who sitting in Detroit. Then they 61, getting close to that time,
Yeah.
and they
You
got
deserve it.
you deserve
You
it.
deserve it.
Yes,
You deserve it.
damn it.
Yeah,
You deserve it.
make that trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we try to tell other people because obviously we already made up in our minds we're going to do it again.
Mhm.
But you deserve to take care and pamper yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
Life's too short.
yeah.
Life's too short. And once you hit 30, it seems to go by so much faster.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
your birthdays come so quick.
2 a year.
Yeah, seems like it.
After, to me, after 25, you get 2 a year. 2 a year.
I like about it because we're all in the same boat. We're married to women, black women and whatnot. And like when we take our women places, we want to make sure that they're good. They're good to go because like most time when I chat with them, I ask the guys, are they good? And if they good, then I know everything is in order. And it matters. It matters. So when people do bring their wives and especially family, but mostly their wives, they want to make sure that they're good. And so I think your family was good because I think about these things, having certain things in the room, make sure everything is in order. It's important. Or I could have just dumbed it down and just charged you the same thing and gave you something, something and say I did it. That's not gonna happen.
Shop.
Shop.
Yeah.
He got another one.
You got to pick that up.
Pick that up here.
Yeah.
Shop.
Is there anything you want to add, Tasha?
No, thank you guys for the opportunity. This was amazing. I feel like it was a long time coming because I feel like you guys planned this some time ago. So I appreciate you doing things the way that you did it. Obviously, we had payment plans and you guys took advantage of that, which I think is one thing you guys need to remember. We do have payment plans, so it's not like you got to do everything up front. But it was good. I communicated with you before we left a couple times to make sure everything was in order. So we are here.
And you know what? Not me, but
Yeah.
I was so kind of hesitant. We were victims of identity theft. It started like in 2022, and we were going through so much. And so everything to me, I was so skeptical about everything. That's why I was so paranoid
No,
about
it's
a lot.
okay.
So that's why when I was like, well, you're not going to do this, you came back very good with me. But I was like, and it made me feel good because, we've been going through it was awful. And I just said, well, I would just take this chance. I'm going on faith. Lord, just help me. And so that's why if I had a little question and I was seeming like it wasn't you.
Oh, not a
It was
problem.
just
People ask
a-
questions
yeah.
all the time. I want to make sure you have answers too.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. No harm, no foul here.
Yeah, everything is. I didn't have any problems at all. I mean, anytime I had questions, you answered. I mean, when I wanted I made an appointment, you were there, did everything. I appreciate you so
You're
much.
very, very well.
Yeah, I think we know our people. I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm 56 this year.
Me and you the same age.
Oh, okay. Yes, and the time's flying. I don't know. I got about 6 more weeks left. Seem like because time it's fly, like you mentioned earlier.
You get two birthdays a year.
I know, right? It flies.
Okay, I
And-
want 2 gifts.
She got one big gift. She got me.
Oh, look at these guys. These guys.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, we, like I said, we know our people. I got a lot of experience in our people, and I know what we're looking for. I know when we're trying to find vacations, we're trying to find some affordability. We're trying to find all these different things. But at the end of the day, with us, we factor in all of those things to include, hey, what kind of relationship can we forge here in South Africa with all our vendors, and we got a lot. To make these experiences work for our people. And again, we got people who are retired that don't came. We got people that's 89 years old that don't came.
Really?
We got some of everybody that come on our trips, and they all have a good experience. And I know 100 years ago, 2012, 2013, when I bought my mother, before she passed, it was the best trip that she ever had. She talked about this trip. She talked about it. It was amazing. So I really want to just recreate that same scenario for our people. So when some of the places that they going, we've been, when we were just, like for example, they talked about having their own vehicle. When we went, we didn't have our own vehicle when we went on the. We didn't. We was just
didn't?
no.
This is like before we started the company.
Yeah, it's before we started the company. So we always thought, what if we had our own vehicle?
Because it was like 9 of us.
Yeah.
That's how we.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we saw.
It was like 9 of us, and if we could have easily had a vehicle by ourselves, but we had 3 or 4 other
And people
families
didn't
on
know.
there, and
It's
it was
crazy.
just. I'm not saying it wasn't fun. We enjoyed ourselves, but I was like, we should have just had one to ourselves. And I'm like, I wonder if you can do that.
Yeah,
so when we started the company, I was like talking to the vendors that we use, and I was like, oh no, you can have a private one. I was like, stamp, stamp. And then of course, we got to experience it, and they just
Snacks. You gotta have snacks.
Gotta have snacks. And they just took us out, and I'm like, this is what they need to have. Yeah, you need to have
It was
it.
very personal. And even the inside jokes that we got between us, we could get them, whereas if you're in a large group, other people are looking at you.
And you're trying not
Yeah.
to talk a whole bunch because you don't want to affect anybody. But now you could just,
You can just enjoy yourself. So I'm sure y'all got a whole bunch of inside jokes y'all got to tell. Like, remember that time when we was like, now you have an experience.
You got new stories.
that you're gonna be able to.
I got a question about groups now.
Sure.
I thought about this for my wife and sister-in-law. Both of them have daughters. Y'all ever did groups with just women?
absolutely.
We've done so much, bro. We've done a lot.
Because I know my daughter, I know Kelsey too. I think they would love something like this. And I was just thinking about maybe like the men doing the thing, the women doing the thing.
And feeling safe.
Yeah, and say that again.
And feeling safe.
Yes, Tasha's brought her family here, and then of course she brought her cousin. She came with a women's group, and they absolutely enjoyed themselves. And they disarmed. They wasn't worried about all this, what about stuff, and they enjoyed themselves, and they didn't even think about it the whole time. And, yeah,
You just be, and you don't have a word. It's like you don't have a word in the world.
it's crazy, isn't it?
That moment, so you just like, I'm just free. You not worry about nobody coming up doing nothing to you. You just was just as relaxed and calm, and just had a nice. I love that.
And it feels kind of good being the person with the accent. 'Cause when they hear that accent, they like, okay, well, and then all of a sudden they step up their game. When it comes to servicing you, and you're like, but we're the type, we're so, I mean, bottom line, we're the kind of people we don't forget where we came from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
we understand how, so we don't act like we're above people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun. Like we had a server here. He waited on us every morning. I mean,
Yeah, for breakfast,
he knew
yeah.
what you wanted to drink, and he's like, "You want this? You want that?" He's getting
Exactly.
it for
Even on the
you.
morning of the safari,
Right.
brought
He
our
knew I
stuff
didn't
down.
have.
he knows
don't do
you're
that
not a coffee
or-
drinker, so he
wasn't
brought our coffees and brought
Yeah,
her
all
water.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy,
He
huh?
was off. We're here now on his week vacation.
Oh, okay. You get a vacation. He's allowed to
He
have.
knew
some.
that yesterday was his last day.
Yeah, but even the people don't realize especially through our company. I'm not trying to brag, but we bring a lot of money into the environment here so people can work. People can have jobs. Sometimes the hotels and whatnot they don't bring people to work until they know they got this many people coming in. And so when the Real South Africa is bringing them in, I mean Tasha can tell you intimately about COVID. The country was pretty much shut down up to 8 o'clock in the evening. We still had people getting off the plane.
Really?
Oh yeah, we still had people.
There was 2 flights a week.
Yeah, because we knew that those people that were in those hotels needed to work, and so we would continue. We could have easily shut down just like everyone else. Like, COVID, da da da. We was like, no, let's ramp up So I actually ramped up our activities, and people was calling us, hey, can we come? I'm like, yes. And they came, and they were even the people that said, okay, well, we got to be in by 8. That's okay. I want to come and I want to support and be part of it. But the good part about it is that a lot of those people that worked at those hotels got to come to work, get paychecks, because stuff still need to be paid for.
That's right.
And so forth. So I think as Americans, we do have a role. We have an amazing role here, and I think it's a good trade-off to come here to enjoy what South Africa has post 1994. And at the same time get this experience that you guys just explained, and they're willing to give it, so that's the space that we're set up in, to be able to say, okay, let's bring people to work, let's provide jobs, those tour guides, and then of course even the tips that you give, we call them tips, but sometimes they're little lifelines, they're little microloans.
And you realize that in being here, and it's very humbling.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's very humbling. And when we're in the community, they know you well. They know your drivers.
Yeah.
So again, feeling safe, they come and they greet us, and you feel safe with them.
Yeah.
Because they know the drivers, they talk. So I enjoyed that very much. They recognize you
Thank you.
in the community.
Thank you.
The driver the tour guide that took us to Soweto, and you can tell he's in tune with what's going on in the community, because when we pulled up, they didn't just bum rush that van.
Yes.
He did like this.
That's what I'm
He looked
saying.
at him some certain kind of way,
That's what I'm
and then he
saying.
talked to us, and he said, "What y'all want to come to you?"
Yeah.
He said, "Because they'll just come." So
They
he
respect
looked at him. He looked at him some certain kind of way, and then they kind of backed off a minute, and then he did like this and did like that, and then. So I was like, wow. He said, yeah, I know everybody.
And when he told him, he said first they want to go and tour Mandela's house.
Sure.
And then after that, you guys can wait on them. Then you can perform for them. And if they want to, then they want to.
He asked to
perform.
If they want you to, but don't. Because I've gone to Soweto without something like that, and boy,
Yeah, it
one
gets
guy
to be
remembered
hectic.
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
like,
That's
Martin.
my buddy.
Martin.
Mark remember my brother.
Yeah.
I remember you, and I was like, see, when I came last time, I didn't have this. I said,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I remember you.
Yeah, don't try to hide. Don't try to
He
hide.
said, I remember you. I said, Martin, I done brought all kind of hats for you. He said, yeah, but buy another one, man. I said, okay, let's just wait until we come out. And that's when he
Got that hat sitting up on his head.
It's a
So,
good
so
hat.
wait
It
till
really
Southwest
is.
Township. Love it.
Best ghetto. It
Yeah.
says best ghetto.
Best.
Soweto.
The best ghetto, Soweto original.
And see,
Ghetto.
like the church. I didn't know about that church.
Oh, that big
And
church they got down there?
I've been to
That- yeah,
Soweto.
yeah,
I knew.
yeah.
I saw that when I was in
Regina
high
Mooney.
school when
Yeah.
that happened. Because I think 71. 70. Maybe
I don't remember exactly.
Maybe I was
but
out of high
remember
school.
it.
Maybe I was in college.
When
But
it
I
happened.
remember when it happened, and I didn't know it was right down the street. Because
The way it made my heart feel.
I was in an Uber.
Yeah, you using
I
Uber?
was in an Uber.
I can't stress
Right
it.
there, all you had to do.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Then the kids had a celebration that day because
Oh,
they
That
all
was
had
amazing.
passed,
That was amazing.
Their matric.
except
Yes,
one. Except what they said, everybody
experienced that.
except
It was a
one.
99%
But they were
parade.
celebrating and celebrating. It was
The
awesome.
singing was beautiful, and we followed them inside the cathedral, and we have it videotaped, the singing and the celebration. It was
So you guys got a little bit of that culture.
Yeah,
did.
That's what I like.
That's what we talk
did.
about. People think that we just do
did.
luxe tours, and we do, but you gotta have that culture,
Yeah.
and we incorporate that in there. You know, it's hard to show them in like on a website, but that culture, you're gonna get that too, and I think that's what you're talking about.
yes, and having lunch at 147,
1947. Yeah.
the restaurant, as the children were dismissing from school. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
And to see them
As a
interacting
school
with each
teacher.
other and
Playing
walking and from school, it just warmed my heart.
Yeah.
It really did.
Our
It
people,
really
huh?
did.
Yeah.
That's what I
It
said.
really
Our
did.
people. That's all you
And
have.
Speaking of our people, I'm gonna tell you, just like being on social media, just paying close attention to things. Our people are doing a lot more traveling than they have been able to, but they didn't think they could.
Yeah.
And so like now you see a lot more millennials are traveling.
Yeah, my daughter.
You
Yeah.
know, and now they see they can travel. It's not just,
Yeah.
but we can do this. So they're just doing. And I mean, when I say they're traveling, and they're making ways to do it.
No, they really are.
Yeah.
I've got family members that are like in their early 30s or
Yes.
whatever. They got like 4 or 5 trips
Already
planned this
planned.
year.
That's my
This
daughter.
year?
I'm
Yeah.
like, how? I'm going to Thailand.
That's it.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're planning now, and they know they don't have to do it all at one time. So they say, oh, that's how they used to do it.
She already got 5 trips planned. It was like, can I come to South Africa in December? I said, well, we got to talk about that because I might be someplace else this year. We got to talk about that. She was like, well, I'm already going to ask for my time off for you. Just let me know. Otherwise, I'll go someplace else.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because my niece, she just arrived yesterday.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she arrived yesterday. She's 32, 33, somewhere in about. And she's here, and she's been here before, but she had to come back. She's like,
Yes, I understand. I get it.
See, just like we go back and once I get back and get settled, well, my pictures, of course, are going to go on Facebook.
Right.
You know, and then of course I have to market y'all as well. And so then people gonna contact me. Well, and then we talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Because people always like trust other people.
Yeah.
100%.
And so it's awesome. That's all I can say. I had an awesome time.
we appreciate it. But
Thank you all so much for everything.
thank you. Because it's grassroots. I mean, you're not going to find this on CBS or NBC or the morning shows in America, but you're going to be able to find this on our channel, and then people posting their own content saying that, hey, I went with the Real South Africa. This was my experience. I've had people say to us, this is better than their trip. They went to Dubai. They paid all that money. They went to Dubai, and they're like, after a couple of days, I was ready to go. But you guys keep it going. Yeah, you guys keep it going. And then, of course, even if I just wanted to stay in my room.
Yes.
Still.
So
Relax in
if people
there.
just say they want to stay in their room, they're like, man, shit, I can stay where I'm at. Because I'm in an apartment level room. It's not like I'm in like a little small room. We sort you out. Matter of fact, let me let them tell you where they are. Where are we?
Yes.
Yeah. But as far as your room is, like your accommodations, is it just like a Holiday Inn little room where you? Wait a minute now.
The hotel we're in, I put it.
I wouldn't even call it a hotel.
Yeah. It's a resort type room.
Yeah.
Something you may see at Orlando if you go in those resorts like on Orange Lake, and they have the 2-bedroom apartments and
Very
all
expensive.
and the
Extremely
golf course,
expensive. Let's go ahead and say
all of that stuff. Yeah, it's expensive.
Extremely.
Well,
I've been there.
We've been there too.
Yeah.
Extremely.
and it's
Everybody
It's
catering
nice.
to
It's-
every meal.
right,
At
it's
every
real
moment of
nice.
time.
Yeah.
this hotel is really
Greet
nice.
you when you walk in.
Well,
And they're happy to see you
Yeah, absolutely.
when you come in.
No, genuinely. Yeah.
Even housekeeping.
Right.
Back in the U.S., they put it on. Do you want us to come to clean your room today or change out the towels? We're trying to say that, but You don't even ask here. We go to breakfast and come back
And the
and
room
room
is
is
clean.
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 We was like, exactly. And
They was like,
they
'cause
yeah, 'cause a couple of times that happened. The ladies were on the
They were
floor,
upstairs.
and they peeked down. They said, "Are you guys going? Yeah, we're leaving. Okay." And then you come back and
Yeah, sort it out.
To me, it's like living in condos. I never had owned a condominium, but that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then we just toured the rest of the restaurants over here, and I was like, oh man,
Facilities.
oh gosh, what a view!
Down, knockout, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Because when somebody says you're going to get a 5-star living facility, you can put the pictures online.
Sure.
You can do that, and you can doctor up the pictures, and you can, because we've experienced that before.
Yeah. We have
thought we
too.
were going somewhere. It's like
You get there, it's like going.
These are the
Yeah.
pictures they took back in 19.
Exactly. They first built it.
Yeah, when they first built it. They ain't got no
But
updates.
we got here, we were like, oh,
The pictures are real.
yeah, the pictures
Yeah.
are very real. They are.
I relaxed in the sun steam room.
Oh, tell me how nice that
Yeah,
was.
I enjoyed it so much. That was my moment in time, just relax.
Look at that, you can test it.
Look at her face. She's over here.
Right now, she was like, it was so good.
Yeah,
Back in the
I am. I really am back.
Didn't even let me go.
What?
Didn't even let me go.
She said you gonna mess around, and mess it up.
I just need to meditate. Just you just think about life. Like
Yeah.
I'm in South Africa. So you just really just sitting there, just think. I'm like, this is real.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You are. Look, let me.
You're a pin.
Here.
Yeah.
You here?
So people shouldn't come here because it's horrible, right? They just shouldn't come.
Those ain't real people then.
No, like for example, I got an email right now on my email block or whatever email account, and some of the stuff they say, and I understand that they don't know, they haven't been, and they're like, oh my God, can I be saved? What about this? What, like all the whatabouts.
But it's the television that probably got in mind. Like,
Yeah. I know this, so I'm gonna give them that grace. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, my response was gonna be, listen, if you come, if you're messaging us, it's because you have an interest. Come scratch that. Come, and we're gonna make sure that it's tight.
That's right. And
We're
it is
definitely
tight.
gonna make sure that it's
And
tight.
it's tight.
Yeah.
How
And it's
Pastor
right.
says tight
Yeah.
is right. That's
And it's right.
Right, tight, right.
It's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. So when's your birthday? Because yours obviously you're born in '69.
8.
68. Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
yours.
my birthday coming this year.
You be
67.
okay.
57. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I was
Okay.
I told you they come quick. I'll be 57.
Okay.
And I'm gonna work until I'm 62.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying, maybe. God's been good, and really I can back away now. I'm just so close. I don't want to do like some guys in the military probably did and be right there at the door and just back out and lose out on some things. So I'm trying to push it off. But
Well, by the time you come back here again with your boys, they gonna be
I
like,
got one. He got 2.
oh, okay. Well, by the time y'all come back together with your boys, you're gonna be like, you know what? I can live off this. If I go ahead, I can live off if I take that cut. That's what has happened to a lot of our
people.
My son.
Yeah.
Now I know my son. He'll see something different and be like, "Y'all can leave me." My son will do that. Y'all can leave me. I'll see y'all later. I'll be here.
Yeah.
But he'll have to come back because he worked with me and I need you at work. Come
I
on.
got you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, come on through. Come on through.
Be like, I know you can't have no extended vacation to go to
No.
South Africa without me.
So now, based on how y'all saw South Africa and what you've seen, obviously with us, can you see yourself? Because there's a lot of people that's moving here. We have a lot of people that just moved here. They've been moving here for years. That came on our tours. Do you see kind of why they would want to? And then they find out that it's actually it works out. I mean,
See it.
you can see it so
I
far.
can understand.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The cost of living, number one.
Yeah.
That's how I can see that side of it.
Yeah.
The
Culture, the people.
Yeah.
the weather.
Away from family.
That's why I couldn't.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's me. That would be my thing. Unlike my son, like me, I just love family. I couldn't be away that long.
Yeah.
But I can go a lot because me and my wife, we go to their house a lot.
Yeah.
And we only 4 hours away, but
It's a quick drive.
Yeah.
but
But you.
I'm not in that rigmarole that we got set
Yeah.
up. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
just to get away. They said, why y'all go out of town so much?
Because I
No.
can.
With that too, but they
brave.
said it wrong. They said, I said it wrong. They say, well, what's in Atlanta for y'all that y'all be going all the time? I said, what's not in Atlanta?
Oh, I get it.
Y'all not in Atlanta. I'm going.
Okay.
That was a smack in the face.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
are not in Atlanta.
All of this stuff y'all put me through, I'm not here.
I love it.
And I this break did us good, and I know it did her good. I mean,
Yeah. Take care of mama there.
yeah.
Take care of mama.
Yeah. One of my biggest concerns, I teased with her when we was getting ready to come here. I said, with all this beautiful black skin,
I know it is
nobody-
beautiful.
No, you can't go back. You can't go back. I said, no, she's going back with me.
Talk about some, that's mine.
Yeah.
Actually,
And it did happen once. They didn't say nothing to her, but they looked at her like, no, I
were so
got
funny.
it. Yeah,
You talking about, let me hold her hand.
Yeah. A little closer, no, she mine. And I could tell they was trying to figure out whether she was a South African or
Yeah.
Yeah. A local. Yeah.
a local.
Because even though we got adult kids, none of us are grandparents yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my sons, I keep saying, so what's the deal, guys? I honestly think.
Like you waiting.
I honestly think if they come over here and they have an extended stay over here.
Oh yeah,
They'll be
they.
Yeah.
Hey, I got get the cows ready. I gotta
Yeah.
Get the cows here.
what? I gotta get what 10, 11, 12 cows. I don't
Quite
know.
a bit.
Bro, I put it to you like this: there's been enough brothers that came here by themselves, and they keep coming back,
Yeah.
and then they like, hey, I'm dealing with so and so here. I'm doing. I mean, it doesn't take literally no time for them to be like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna skip a whole bunch of
How
work.
many times did my cousin Chris come?
Oh yeah.
I think he maybe came like 3 or 4 times, and he met some girl. He is married.
Yeah.
Down in
Yeah,
Durban.
he done in KZN, married
He
to a
is
Zulu
He's in
woman.
Durban?
He's in
Yeah.
Durban, married to a Zulu.
Yeah, a proper Zulu woman.
Yep. That was crazy. Yeah, he lives
He's
in
here,
Durban.
yeah.
In
Brother,
South
there's a lot of that going on, especially through our company.
New York.
New York? Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was in
Weather
New
for
York.
him is like, yeah.
He having a blast.
Yeah.
And see, that's when my son grew up in New York.
Okay,
So
so
I know.
Y'all gonna mess around and lose your sons to South Africa. I'm trying to
look,
tell
then
you.
y'all have somewhere
Just
to go.
ship the grandchildren back.
Yeah.
Just ship the babies
Yeah,
back.
y'all can stay.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
But like my wife was saying, and you know, when the people, how friendly they are and how approachable. Y'all know back in the United States, you say something to somebody, they're like, why are you talking to me? What you-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. They give you
Yeah.
that look like, don't. Because one time we were stationed up and you lived in D.C. We were
Yeah.
stationed we were at Fort Meade, Maryland.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
And we went to go take a little tour of D.C. We had our kids with us, and I was speaking to everybody. I'm from the South. I'm used to saying,
Yeah.
"Good morning, good
Yeah,
evening."
good morning. How you
And
doing?
people were looking at me, and she said, "Hey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You need to just keep it moving. You can't be speaking to people in the
Done
morning."
that too.
Yeah, but here, you know,
Here.
they'll speak first, and no matter how old you are.
Yeah,
how
you must
young
speak.
are.
You
Yeah.
must.
Speak. They'll start
It's rude.
acting like the people that you say don't speak to you. So they expect you to speak first.
Yeah, it's
Or
rude if
expect
you don't
to
speak.
If you,
We do.
yeah, or if you go up to somebody and be like, "Hey," and you ain't greeted them properly. Hello, how are you doing?
You're not
Johnny,
getting
stop
anything.
Any of those things. If you hadn't said any of those things, and you just start.
Yeah, that one too.
it goes even back to our roots growing up in the
That's
South.
how we are.
Yeah.
We speak to
Before
everybody.
you ask me anything else, my mother said, "Well, good morning."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
With an attitude. Hey,
Yeah.
mom. Like you can't say hey to people. I made that mistake too.
Yeah, a long time
A
ago.
long time ago, I asked the girl for directions. I was like, "Hey, where's such and such?" When I say she looked at me,
Yeah.
didn't part her mouth, and pointed like, "Don't ask me." No, she was like, "Go ask him." Like, don't even. She didn't
Yeah.
even part her lips. She just
'Cause it's
pointed.
rude. It's
because and
extremely
Mark was
rude.
like, "You didn't say hello." I was like, "I forgot." He goes, "You can't forget."
Yeah.
So you don't. So now I'm like overly about it. I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
But they appreciate that. Like that's who they are.
No, because everybody speak to you
Looked at
too.
Like you're crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's what I love too.
Yeah.
I'm a talker.
Exactly. I love it. They will have a conversation with you quick. Tell you about themselves. You ask them about their family. They will literally.
That's what I was telling them this morning, because they said, you think they'll be offended we ask them where they from? I said,
no, that's all they want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why he's the big brother.
He said, okay, where you from? Boy, she lit up.
Oh yeah, that's all they want to know.
I am a Zulu. I'm from there. And all that.
100%.
Yeah, she just, and I said, see? And that's with everybody.
But think about it. That's all that. That's that pride. That's what they're so proud. Even if they're from a small village in the Eastern Cape, which is another province, they will, as soon as you ask them where they're from. Oh, I'm from dot, and they're happy to talk about it. They're happy to explain it to you, and as long as you're willing to listen, they will tell you, and you will just gain some knowledge. You know, me and Tasha traveled a lot. You know, we travel around this country a lot. And we meet a lot of people that are not in Johannesburg, Durban, or Cape Town. We meet a lot of people in their spaces, and they're so happy to show us around. You know, meet their moms. You know, obviously if you pop in, you got to get some food because they're gonna feed you something. Just eat. It's okay. Just eat and just enjoy yourself. And then at the end of the day, you sitting around. There's a bunch of uncles sitting around, some aunties coming around bringing you food, and you're like, man, it's 8 o'clock at night. You know, it's time to go find somewhere to stay because sometimes we don't have our arrangements, but we knew we were going to be taken care of because this is South Africa, and this is where our people are. And as much as we might want to talk about how different we are a lot. We are alike, mostly.
Talking to in the community, we have more in common than nothing.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. I mean, us being, you know, senior people here in South Africa, we're senior. We get a lot of respect simply because now as we get more senior in the U.S., will we get that respect? Probably not. But here, the more senior you are, man, the more perks that come along with it, simply because that's just how they're raised. That's what their culture say. This is what you're supposed to do. You know, Baba's talking. You know, you'll be a go-go if you're a grandma. And grandmas run everything anyway. They run every freaking thing. You know, go said, he gonna be okay. But that's just kind of how it works. So I'm glad you guys came, you know, with us. Got some culture, got some experience. You probably activated some things in you that you probably forgot about because we don't really practice our African in the States. We don't practice it. But to come here, you get to activate some Africanism. You're gonna be doing little Google searches, and you're gonna be doing your thing. They're like, oh, okay, this is how they do in Africa. This is how they do it in Africa. And like I said, I think we're better off. You know, we're American through and through. I know I am. You know, I'm a service member like my man here is. You know, he said he served in the military. I ain't seen him, but anyway, he was.
It's probably because I was deployed.
Oh yeah, you too? Okay.
Good. What you talking about?
Yeah. You know, I'm an old brag soldier, so.
I'm an old 101st soldier.
Okay. 101.
Commander battalion.
Yeah. Pat you on my shoulder. Yeah. There you go. Hey, I know it.
I'm feeling the pain in my legs.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Y'all put that time in.
Hey, a lot of road marches, huh?
They kept us busy.
Yeah.
Division, like light division.
Yeah.
You said your brag got
Oh yeah, brag.
Yeah. You don't. Okay, you can walk all the way over there, but that's the other side of the state. And what's the problem?
Yeah, it's brag.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, so, but it was a lot of people ask me. They said, "Do you miss it?" I do, but I miss mainly the people.
That's what I say. The people. We're some amazing people you run across.
And I don't think she believed I was going to retire from the military. I spent basically. You didn't. I spent my last 5 years, 4 of them overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly in the Middle East. Yeah. And I just got tired.
Yeah.
And it was. I knew it was coming time again for me to move, and I said, "Where am I going?" Are you going back to the 101st? Well, I knew in 2 months they were going to Afghanistan.
Yeah. You know what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I was like, "Come on, guys." I mean, some guys who hadn't been, I've been. Look at where I've been the last 4 years. And
that up tempo. They.
Somebody bullshit over there. I'm like, time for me to say bye. And people ask you, so when do you know it's time to retire? You just know.
Yeah.
You just know. I mean, you get to a point, it's time.
Yeah.
And I knew it was time. And it's been a blessing. It's been good. It's been keeping us stable. I remember one time we moved, 5 times in 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
People don't know military
boys,
like.
Right?
And our daughter, who was little, she used to say, "I want to go home." Let me take that back. My daughter and us moved because our boys were already gone. They were adults. Because they big break between the youngest son and the daughter.
Kind of how that works.
Yeah.
But our daughter was like, "I want to go home. When are we going home?" And I was passing by our old government quarters. She said, "Oh, we going home." No, Rachel, we don't live there anymore. We want to go home. But it was tough, but lifelong friends.
And that's why I say we deserve it.
Yeah.
We put our time in.
Yeah.
And we earned this, so we deserve it. And if you're senior, plus like we are, the drivers are so courteous and so nice. I injured my leg a couple of weeks before coming here, and they're so patient. My leg is so much better now, thank goodness, but getting on and off the van, they help you, they're patient. So if you have mobility issues, I would say you will be taken care of.
It's funny you say that because we had a brother who came on one of our trips. We didn't he came with a group. We didn't even know that he was handicapped until he got off the plane. He was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Well, yeah, true, but it didn't happen. That's okay. We military, so we take care of things. You know what I'm talking about. Stuff happens. You got to make it happen. So we called the company and said, "Hey, bring us another vehicle." So the whole time he was here, while everybody else was getting on that tour bus, he had his own vehicle. He had a driver to make sure he loaded them in, loaded them out, and he had a really good attitude. You know, he was a good guy, and so it made it even special for us because we wanted to make sure he was a good guy. He good attitude, But we made sure he got everywhere he needed to go, and then the room that he had was handicap accessible. He was from the waist down; he couldn't move. But yeah, he was a mess. But he was a good brother, and so he came.
He loved his life, trust me.
Oh yeah,
When I say he ain't let it stop him, he was partying, staying out late. I was like, "Where have you been?" He was like, "Man, I almost didn't make the bus. I just got home." I was like,
You know that's good. He had to learn how to accept.
You know, he told an amazing story about how he felt about his accident he had with his motorcycle. But he said he didn't let it stop him. He was just like, and that didn't stop him from coming on the trip. And maybe he forgot to tell us, but that was okay. He happened to run into the right people. He happened to run into Fort Bragg, and we make things happen. This is what it is. This is the way it goes. And as long as you follow the rules, high speed guy, you're gonna get yours. And he came through with a good attitude. I remember the day when he arrived, we didn't even know. We trying to hoist him and his wheelchair onto the bus, and the drivers were helping. Everybody was helping, but you like the drivers, huh?
I do. They were amazing.
It matters. Yeah. Okay.
Another thing that was good to us,
What?
the weather.
"You think so?"
Yeah, because even when we got here, it started raining. But every time the weather, like that one night was like heavy, it was like right after we got in.
Yeah. It was waiting on y'all.
And then the bottom just
Scott
came
fell
out.
out,
Then we go out again. See the drift.
like
Time we
this.
get back, the rain goes. And even like after the safari came back, that got in raining time. We got so every time the rain it rained, but we were able to enjoy everything that we were supposed to enjoy.
Exactly.
Wow, I didn't even realize
in our
that.
rooms.
Right.
We would get in our
Rain stop
room.
anything that
The
we
bottom would just drop out.
I did not even realize
Yes.
that.
And then like now it's not too hot or anything. So
Yeah.
the weather has really been
Even
good.
last night, it was raining on the way to the restaurant.
Right.
What is it?
Once we got to the restaurant, it
It's
stopped.
some.
We got out, we walked to the restaurant. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I would let the South Africans comment on this video because they're gonna give you some good information about your ancestors that are happy that you are here.
And that's the way we felt. That's the way we felt.
And
Yeah.
And that was my prayers. We were praying. Just
Yeah.
thank you, Lord, for just making this a pleasant trip. It could have been awful if the rain just continued.
Oh yeah.
We
But they
had
said
to
they had so
walk.
much rain.
Oh yeah, we got some
They
rain.
That's what they told
Someone
us.
told us we brought the sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have.
at the
And they said,
part-time
thank
museum.
you for bringing the sunshine. Thank you.
Yeah, you brought the sunshine. Yeah.
When we went to our first dinner,
Okay.
it poured down rain. Remember when we came back to the room?
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, oh my goodness. It stopped raining. We would have had to walk through the pouring down rain to get to the grill house.
Yeah.
No rain.
Yeah, they got you. They got you.
Yeah, everything was really good.
Yeah.
Your ancestors that you don't even know got you.
Yeah.
Grill house is nice.
Yeah.
I've been to Rose Bank. What did I eat? I had a 10-ounce sirloin, which was just, it just melted in my mouth. I was like, oh, this is good.
I'm drinking lemon water for the rest of the week. Oh my goodness.
But you know why you had that experience? Because 100 years ago, when me and Tasha had my wife here, and we didn't know nothing for nothing, and we end up going to this place called the Grill House, and we had an amazing maitre d'. We call him Big Boy. That's our family. You know, that's my guy. And I'm like, you know what? Our people, when they come, they need to have this experience. And so I make sure that's part of it. And there's several different grill houses, but there's one in particular that we like, that we went to, and because of the service and for what you get and the food. Yeah. So it's important. So we don't stray far from our experiences. So we condense everything that we've been able to do over the last 15 years, 16 years. For 14, 15 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. So we condense it to something that you guys can take, and that's why there's so many people that after they come on our tour, maybe another tour, they like, you know what, man, we've been thinking we can actually move here, and it's because they're getting the same experience that we got a long time ago. I promise you, you guys have got a very similar experience to us, and like I said, you guys deserve it. I'm going to continue to say that, and there's a lot of people who are watching this right here. They deserve it. I understand there are challenges like, oh, what abouts, and this, that, and the third. But I'm trying to tell you, this will change your whole trajectory if you just come. And if worst case scenario, you have something that you would talk about that nobody can talk about.
That's right.
Cool. Is there anything anybody want to add to the?
I want to add this.
Yes, sir.
The payment plan that Tasha was referring to earlier, it's a very good payment plan.
Exactly.
It's a very good. I mean, when somebody say we're gonna stretch this out with no interest, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. I mean,
I do my best.
We did it up pretty quick, but it was other folks that I think wanted to do it, but they were scared of it. But then when they worked it out in their heads on paper and saw how inexpensive it was to use the services, they were like, oh, maybe we should have.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're leaving tomorrow.
We finna go.
But it's a really good program, and whoever you're partnered with, as far as the payment plan, because I'm sure what the deal is, they probably once we sign up with the payment plan, they probably pay you guys. But I don't know. It could be it. But the thing is, it's a really good plan, and it's the right target of people that you're talking about. And I think that's a good plan, because maybe they don't have all of that at once.
It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay.
And
it's literally okay.
What people normally don't say is, even after your trip is over, if you still owe, you can continue to pay.
Yeah.
So you can come and enjoy yourself, not with that hovering over your head, and make that monthly payment and still come out ahead, and then turn around and do it all again.
and people do. And people do. They do. Some people take the 12-month plan. They pay it off over 12 months, and then now they got this almost like a credit with the same company. They can say, hey, I want to come back to South Africa. Then they just call them up and say, okay. Then they book again, and they're in Durban, living by the beach, by the water, by the Indian Ocean. Then they're down in Cape Town, and they're doing this, they're doing that. So it's all happening. But I understand. I think most South Africans don't understand the plight that we've been through as people. Not maybe first generationally we went through the plight, but we've been getting preyed upon forever.
Oh yeah. And
we're constantly getting preyed upon. And I think South Africans think that sometimes that they watch TV and they think, oh, all Americans are living great, and this is just that. But man, they have no clue.
I had a school of Uber driver on that one time. I said, all Americans aren't living well, I said, we got homeless people, we've got this, we've got where they pushed us into certain areas to live, and it's not such good areas. Really, it's like that in America?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Same as here.
Yeah. So it's how different
what's going on tomorrow? As I got a wink.
She gonna say that one statement, then we gonna be done. I don't want to go into that. Everybody got some anxiety about tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
Yeah, you say it, Tasha.
You know what? I think it's.
I live here.
You know what? I think it's hilarious that they are. I mean, I think somebody got a message yesterday. People who got TikTok accounts in the States, they stopped it. Like the whole world's on it. Yeah.
So it did stop it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still good. I'm in South Africa. My account still works. No, it does. But those in America, they don't have it. Yeah, it's done. Yes. Yeah.
Get off the camera talking about that.
The one thing I want to tell everybody that's listening now, and I'll be done, is come to Africa. There's nothing like hearing, and I heard it. South Africa. Come to South Africa. There's nothing like hearing a person from South Africa to tell you welcome home. and I heard it
Oh,
plenty
yes, it
times.
did.
I heard it
did.
over and over. When you speak, like you say, you speak to them, and they tell me when they realize my accent, they say "Welcome home," and
love
man, that
Yeah.
made me feel good.
Love that.
Yeah, I love it when they say that.
Excellent. Is there anything you ladies want to add? I'm gonna start over here if you have anything.
Super fantastic.
All right.
She's talking about the
Bottom
food.
line.
She's talking about the food again.
The service, the
Yeah.
whole experience,
Yeah.
awesome, and you deserve it. I can't say that enough because us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't think we can afford it. Number one, you can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for making it affordable.
We try.
Because we deserve it. You deserve it.
Okay.
And always take time for yourself. You always think you don't have the time. You have the time, but you make the time.
Yeah.
You make the time to do the things that you want to do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So you have the time.
Yeah, I just got a Facebook post. One of my classmates. You know, the dates on this side and the dates on that side. Yeah, and I'm like, good Lord. You know, so yeah,
And there's a lot of those.
a lot of that. Can you imagine somebody who doesn't come to Africa? I mean, like you should come at least once if you. At least I don't care where you go. I don't care if you go to Ghana, you go to Nigeria, Togo, Benin, whatever. I don't care where you go. Just get to Africa one time
time in your life.
feel it, and then go back to the States and be like, I was there.
Did that.
I did
There you
it.
go. You did that.
Cool.
And it's
But I'm-
doable. It's doable. It's doable.
It's very doable.
It's doable.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't realize that when we set up our company, we looked around and we have been traveling back and forth a lot to South Africa, but there was no like set up scenario to come here. There was it was like people just coming privately trying to figure it out, and there was nothing set up
Yeah.
formally. And so we decided to set, because we had our own company prior to, and so we set things up formally. And so that's what you guys are embarking on. We got a formal scenario where you can, like I said, make payment plans. Everything is ordered and everything is measured and ordered as you go through, and then eventually you'll jump in a nice vehicle and ride back to the hotel,
The best
cry a
of
little
your
bit,
time.
but it's okay. Yeah.
For those days.
Absolutely.
Yes. But when
Yeah.
you have it structured and organized.
Yeah. Trust us.
Yeah, trust us.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate it, fellas.
You're welcome.
And fellettes. All right, guys. So this is Mark from the Real South Africa, and like I said, we do the best we can for our community to bring people to South Africa, properly. Yeah, we can't take everybody everywhere in Africa because it's massive. Africa is 3 times larger than the United States. You probably didn't know that. A little factoid. But if you can, reach out to us at therealsouthafrica.com.
Reach out.
Whoa, you hear that? we will sort you out, and you guys have a great experience here in South Africa. And like I said, I think you guys deserve it, and I think they do too. So we will see you guys here in sunny South Africa. This is Mark Blanton, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here. All you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa.
All right, guys, join us in South Africa on this special tour that we're putting together for you guys, those of us who like great spas, luxe experiences, great food, great venues, like top-notch everything. This tour is for you. They're not too different than our regular tours that we normally do to Johannesburg, Cape Town, but this one is going to be extra special because you're going to get a chance to meet the chefs. You're going to get a chance to, just chill out. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shopping involved. So just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you too could be chilling in South Africa. And if you've never been to South Africa or you've never been to Africa, well, this is the perfect time for you to book that trip to make sure everything is taken care of, because we take care of your transportation, we take care of your hotels, your lodging, we take care of all your venues where you're going to eat. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's the easiest way to travel, and to travel proper is to have everything selected for you, sorted, so you can have an amazing time. So all I can say is book this trip, and of course, go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you're going to have the most amazing time possible. See you in sunny South Africa. All right, guys, the real estate tour for 2025, it has been set. We're going to Durban. Durban is amazing, as you can see. A lot of coastal villages, a lot of coastal property that you're going to be able to see right there on the Indian Ocean. We're going to be having a lot of events while you guys are there. Just like the 2024 trip, they were surprised of how organized and how well it was, and that they had access to property, and you're going to be able to have access to property as well. So if you ever thought about having property in sunny South Africa, this is your chance. I would say book this trip immediately, come through. Of course, we have payment plans and so forth. And of course, we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel talking about what they did in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022. So I would say for you guys that are interested, come to sunny South Africa Real Estate Tour.
Imagine a place where your history comes alive and your future unfolds. Welcome to South Africa, where Black excellence meets natural wonder. From the vibrant streets of Johannesburg to the sun-kissed beaches of Durban, a journey of discovery awaits. The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism understands your journey. Because it's our journey too, we've curated experiences that speak to the Black American soul, ensuring your trip is not just a vacation, but a homecoming. From safaris that bring you face-to-face with majestic wildlife, to wine tours in the lush Cape winelands, we offer adventures that cater to every taste and interest. So why are Black Americans flocking to South Africa? Because here we don't just visit, we belong. Book your unforgettable journey today with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Discover your roots, embrace your future. The Real South Africa awaits.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa? Then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa.
South Africa has partnered with the firm to give you more options for payment. Please visit our website to find out more.
Do yourself a favor. Come to South Africa. Come to the Kruger and enjoy what is meant for you to enjoy. Look at this environment. Can't you see yourself enjoying yourself right here with the Real South Africa travel, and tourism? Well, we can make it possible, and we could do this for you today. Go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book, and you'll be part of something like this, something very special, something you can tell your friends and families that you did. And yes, this is Africa. This is the Africa that they do not want you to see, but we're going to show it to you, and we're going to make it available. And yes, we've been there ourselves, and we feel that this is the best experience that you can actually have here in the Republic of South Africa. So come here on safari with us. And of course, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. All right, guys, welcome to The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We are a travel company based in Johannesburg. However, we can get you to Durban because look at what you're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Can't you imagine yourself just hanging out here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days? I'm trying to tell you, you're probably not going to want to leave like a lot of our guests from the past. However, all you have to do to come here is reach out to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you can come and enjoy and see what South Africa is really about. There's so much here, so much to do between the beaches, between the culture, between the food and everything else. And of course, the people here in South Africa, in this place called Durban. We will see you here in sunny South Africa. It is time for a vacation, and where else would you want to go? Look at South Africa as one of the premier destinations in the world. We have Cape Town, we have Johannesburg, and of course we have Durban, and of course some of the best attractions in the world. We offer 5-star experiences here in South Africa, and of course the cultural side of South Africa as well. Contact us now here at The Real South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.